Games are no more limited to your screens and fun. They have raised the bar, and games are now taking part in making the world a better place. Don't think so? Well, this video is designed to change your thoughts about games, events, and gamers. Make sure to watch the whole video to learn about a fundraiser, indie games, dedicated to dementia research. However, before we begin, make sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button. Indieland is an annual charity event that is focused on dementia research. The event spotlight is indie games, while the event raises funds for dementia research and treatment. If you have no idea what dementia is, don't worry, we've got your back. Dementia is not a specific disease, but rather a general term for the impaired ability to remember, think, or make decisions, which interferes with performing daily tasks. The most common type of dementia is Alzheimer's disease. Though dementia primarily affects older adults, it is not a normal part of aging. Talking about the annual event organizers, it is brought to you by The Completionist and the Open Hand Foundation. Who is The Completionist? Gerard Khalil, better known as The Completionist, is one of YouTube's most significant gaming stars. Gerard has over 1.5 million YouTube subscribers. He has been known to complete one game every week, and he's been doing so for almost 8 years. Gerard has also worked as a G4 host and has toured as a solo act. If this was not enough, he has also released the successful album Big Bad Bosses. Gerard Khalil continues to shape the gaming space by collaborating with major gaming brands such as Nintendo, Sega, Activision, Square Enix, and Oculus. What exactly is the Open Hand? The Open Hand Foundation is an official 501c3 organization that was founded to honor Gerard's mother, Karine Khalil, with the mission of providing much-needed funding and resources for dementia research. But why dementia? You might be thinking, why dementia? It could be any other disease. Well, this is because Gerard has harsh memories of dementia, his mother being a victim of frontotemporal dementia when he was a child. At the mere age of 10 years old, his mom got dementia. According to Gerard, his dad was sure something was wrong with his wife. After getting tested for 3.5 months, the doctors were able to find that his mother was diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia when Khalil was 14 years old. Frontotemporal dementia is a rare type of dementia that causes behavioral and language problems. Dementia refers to cognitive problems caused by gradual changes and damage in the brain. Frontotemporal dementia affects the brain's front and sides, the frontal and temporal lobes. Dementia primarily affects people over the age of 65, but frontotemporal dementia appears at a younger age. The majority of cases are diagnosed in people aged 45 to 65, but it can also affect younger or older people. Frontotemporal dementia, like other types of dementia, tend to develop slowly and worsen over time. People who suffer from frontotemporal dementia tend to show language problems, personality and behavior changes, problems with mental abilities, and of course, memory problems. Khalil's mom's condition started to worsen daily. She forgot how to talk, walk, and do the simplest tasks. It was hard to take care of his mom, even though the family was on board. But there were times when they would face problems while feeding his mom. Childhood was taken away from Khalil, as Khalil said in one of his podcasts. Every morning at 5 a.m., 14-year-old Gerard, with his big brother and his dad, would wake up to bathe my mom, feed her, clothe her, and get ready for her nap. So my mom basically degraded to the state of a child until she passed away. This was a painful journey for the family, to take care of their own parent and watch them regress slowly. Although Khalil was also born with a defect called spinal hemangioma. Spinal hemangiomas are benign tumors that are most commonly seen in the mid-back and lower back. This would make his back hurt most of the time. It looks like Khalil had a pretty hard childhood. Coming back to Indieland, over the last 4 years, Indieland has raised over $500,000 and showcased over 100 unique indies, all while being joined by the teams who created these incredible games, such as Shovel Knight, Sea of Stars, River City Girls, and Chicory. Celebrities have also gotten in on the act. Everyone wants to help fight dementia, from Cisco to Jamie Lee Curtis. Talking about the evolution of the event, Indieland has changed over time. What began as a small gathering of indie games into various themed lands has grown into a revolving door of indie developers, publishers, celebrities, and influencers from around the world, coming together to raise funds for dementia research. What is the event about? Gerard Khalil, the Completionist, and the Open Hand Foundation have collaborated to host Indieland, a live streaming marathon in which indie game developers share their creations in order to raise funds for dementia research. In 2020, the event raised more than $80,000 and expanded from a 36-hour broadcast to a week-long charity campaign. Indieland's 2021 opening fundraising campaign begins today with a $100,000 goal and streams beginning November 11th till the 13th. Throughout the marathon, indie developers will join the Completionist as they stream through 1-hour time slots. Some of the talented people behind the projects, popular YouTube personalities, or even celebrities may appear on the broadcasts. Jamie Lee Curtis even showed up one year. The surprises and developer commentary are all part of the fun of helping others. Once Indieland starts, the marathon of gaming and shenanigans will continue non-stop from the afternoon on Friday, November 11th until the evening on Sunday the 13th. Highlights of Indieland 2022. Usually the event is live-streamed, but there is something different, or should we say extra this time. For all 3 days, complete access to the location. During the full uninterrupted stream, feel free to come and go whenever you choose. Autographs by developers and celebrities. Greetings to many of the visitors that are joining us. Shirts. A collectible badge and other items will be included in a special swag bag that will only be given out to the attendees. Take advantage of the Indieland Game Lounge. Get a hold of a lot of the game builds the organizers will be streaming, as well as titles made just for this occasion. Directly take part in the mayhem. Participants might find themselves in the middle of the action, fighting in a 5-Force Fighters tournament with a prize package given by Corsair, for example. Involvement is not required. Indie games participated last year. Aeterna Noctis, platform Steam. Aeterna Noctis stands out in a sea of Metroidvanias thanks to its striking hand-drawn 2D art style. Eternum Game Studios' art team created frame-by-frame animations with meticulous attention to detail that appear thoughtful and fluid. You will become the King of Darkness, fighting an eternal battle against the Queen of Light, while attempting to regain your powers. Aeterna Noctis strives to be fair while still challenging, as the game's difficulty scales as you unlock new skills and complete objectives. The plot is predetermined, but how you get there is up to you, as the King of Darkness travels through 16 interconnected zones to share his journey. Cursed to Golf, platforms, Steam, and itch.io. You are a cursed golf professional, trapped in a purgatory dedicated to the sport, armed with only 3 clubs and a golf ball, trying to make it out alive through golf-like gameplay. Cursed to Golf is a whimsical, inventive take on revisiting familiar activities or games and turning them into something more inviting to the unfamiliar. Zuhai Labs' pixel art mayhem takes you through 80+ ridiculous holes filled with hazards that defy physics. DAP, platform Steam. The project of developer Melting Parrot features an unsettling marriage of horror and Pikmin as you gather and protect a group of vulnerable little sprites known as DAPs. Unlike Pikmin, however, DAPs' world is intensely frightening, and its threats do not take the form of big, goofy creatures. DAP, on the other hand, will pit you against hellish threats in a pixelated spirit world far crueler than its Nintendo counterparts. Shepherd your DAPs to safety, guiding them through puzzles along the way, but watch out for otherworldly influences that cause them to turn on each other. Demon Turf, platforms Steam. Little Demon Beebs, at the age of 1,000 years, battles her way through gangs of underworld baddies and turf leaders to become the Demon Queen. Developer Fabraz is creating a world in Demon Turf where 2D models meet 3D environments to create a distinct aesthetic that expands the scope of Beebs' adventure. It's platforming with a demon twist, as your tiny hero's journey rewards you for returning to previously conquered levels with new environmental changes and secrets. Elsie. Platforms, Steam, Nintendo Switch. Elsie is a techno-colored action platformer set in a dazzling sci-fi universe that throws roguelike challenges at you. In its level design, random bosses, augments, treasures, and difficulty, developer Night Shift Games borrows the best parts of roguelike appeal. As Elsie, the game's namesake, you'll use a flashy arsenal of melee weapons and fiery beams to wreck your way through robotic foes and carefully crafted rooms. There's no extensive roster like in Mega Man classics, but Night Games' leveling system allows it to reinvent its crafty hero over and over. As a result, each playthrough will start you outfitted in a different way, focusing on parry options, running and gunning, or hybrid builds. These are just a few of the games that were a part of the 2021 Indieland event. We hope to see more interesting and addictive games this year. Watching the completionists complete the games is going to be super exciting. Working for a cause like dementia is creating awareness among the masses. It is important to talk about a disease that would rather go unnoticed at the initial stages. This is not the game community's first gathering for a cause. Like Yuki. Yuki collaborated with Rio Ferdinand to launch the Get Smart About Play campaign, encouraging more parents and caregivers to use video game console tools to manage screen time and in-game purchases. Well, that's all for today, and we'll be back with more exciting videos in the future. We hope you get the idea about indie games and would like to join the cause. You can visit their site and buy a seat. Until then, make sure you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Before you leave, don't forget to press that bell icon so that you stay up to date with the latest videos. Until then, ciao!